Oh, welcome, guys, to this lunch and learn today. I'm going to dive right into the presentation and I will be sharing this recording with those that can't join live. So let me just share the presentation and we will dive right in because I really value your time. First and foremost, I can't wait to share with you what I call the only ultimate playbook because life is for playing with. We need to be creating that joyfulness, that pleasure in our lives that's going to unlock genuine sovereign wealth. Sovereignty is not, here just for sovereignty for the elite in the world. It is for everyone to have that independence, that freedom to live a life that they love and manage their wealth. Wealth being way more than money, but money is a really, really important part of it. And what I want to give you today is the playbook that I call the Star Code. You're going to unlock the Star Code. This is fully designed for athletic entrepreneurs that I work with, heads of businesses. I've designed it fully around those of you who want to lead from the front, lead your own life and business, right? You want to earn a life that's going to give you everything you need in this present moment, and you want to be on purpose because without purpose, we don't have a direction, we don't have intention, and it feels worthless at the heart of it. And I want to dive really deeply into what this means. So it's so great to see those of you that have enrolled. You've come from all sorts of different places through my quiz, through the Business Fest Southwest, through local connections. And that is the beautiful thing. We all end up in the same place. However you find me, you are very, very, very welcome. So, before I dive into the star code, I want to kind of literally, for those of you that are new to my world, that maybe I've come through my quiz and I've come through social media and Instagram or LinkedIn, however you found me, it'd be amazing for you to drop me in how you found the quiz. That would be so wonderful for me to know. But fundamentally, I am Emma Wright. I am the founder of Star Wealth Strategic Planners Limited, and I am the creator of the Star Code. And that's a big thing, the creator, right? We are all the creators of our own reality. And the Star Code is a tool that's going to take your manifestations, which are just the things that you came here to be, do, and have, right? When you're in flow, when you're in alignment with yourself, those are manifestations because your manifestations are the things that you predestined to be in your life, where we take those manifestations, those dreams, those like, that feeling in your gut that you need to be, do, and have something incredible in your life, in your business, through your financials, into your reality. That is your purpose at the end of the day. Your purpose is just you at your very core. So I'm going to be introducing the star code in quite a lot of detail today. And what's really great is that today's Lunch and Learn is CPD accredited. So please stay all the way to the end because you will get 1 hour of CPD for you to register. I know many of you are coaches, personal trainers, you're looking for continuous professional development, accountants, bookkeepers, even financial advisors, investment managers. I have all of you joining me, watching me, and wanting to learn from how I be a wealth empowerment coach, how I have created Star Wealth Strategic Planners. So, this isn't just a talk, it is literally a full spectrum activation. Even if you are already a financial advisor, bookkeeper, personal trainer, accountant, bookkeeper, coach, right? This is going to activate you at your very core to really engage with your energy, your strategy, because I'm a strategist. Anyone that knows me and follows me knows that I'm super Scorpion energy. Scorpio is all about strategic action, and it's going to activate your soul being who you are at your very core, your purpose. So you're about to receive 60 minutes of value, right? Which you can take action with immediately. Nothing I create is going to be left in the ether. There's going to be things that you're going to go away and go, okay, normally people are taking pictures of my screens and going away and diving deep. You're going to have the starts and the beginnings of a playbook, right? I call it the playbook because literally your life is a beautiful play. It's a game that you need to be fully present and active in every single day. And it's going to give you a path to reclaim your power, your purpose, and your financial sovereignty. Nobody else's sovereignty, yours, 100%. So let's dive into today's session and let's get building that playbook for you. So, first and foremost, the STAR code. The STAR code is my 8-step framework to sovereign wealth. Okay. It's a framework that I've created over the last 4 years as I've been building my wealth empowerment coaching business, Style Strategic Planners Limited. And it is designed and created through 20 years of strategic work within the investment banking industry, where as a trader in London, and then as a chartered financial planner after that. And then when I transitioned into holistic wealth and healing, where I coach elite performers to be at their top of their very game. So the STAR code is a method that works with the power of eight steps. 8 is the code of infinity. Numerology, 8 is also the number for being your own CEO. My life path number is 8. So I've designed this code on my purpose to give you the framework that I know works. And this is the very code that I use within my own business and life to build my life strategy, to design those life-changing goals that I am going to literally dive straight into right now, that I'm going to create my own financial plans around, and I'm going to build my business strategy. It's what led me to launching one of my own Ikigai ventures, which is Ocean Wealth and Therapy. So I would not expect you to do anything that I do not fully embody myself. I live and breathe this code, and I'm very, very proud of it. What it does is it aligns you with my wealth building formula. It aligns you with your time, energy, and money, and your purpose. Your purpose just being you at your very core, right? It brings all of your assets together so that you can turn the things that you want to create into that physical reality. And it's about moving you from survival, where we are conditioned to thrive through pressure, into creating a life of security, freedom, and ultimately independence in my wealth building pyramid. And you're going to learn all about these tools throughout this talk today. But what is the biggest challenge that stops us from being wealthy? I come across this constantly when I ask, what is the biggest blocker for you right now? And one of the things that comes up, mind the pun, time and time again, is time. Time, the biggest illusion, because you do not know when your time is done in this manifestation, in this life, okay? Your whole life is your manifestation, right? You chose to be here at this time. There's no time in the universe, right? When you look at what Einstein and Plato talk about when it comes to quantum physics, and this is one of the beautiful things that we're learning about energy and the universe, it's an illusion. Yet we have this linear path. And so we believe that time is limited. And we also believe, because time is limited, that we are constantly seeking success, wealth that is outside of us. We believe that wealth equals money, or wealth will equal that relationship, or wealth will equal the business that I create, all the physical assets. When I've achieved that home, we have these timelines in financial planning where we go, okay, we'll get our career, then we will get a partner, and we will get married and have babies and have a home, and maybe one day we'll retire, and then we'll have the bucket list. No, 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 no. Wealth is not outside of you. First and foremost, you were born with everything that you need to create your best life. When we feel attached, an attachment is the most toxic thing that you can have that will stop you from being truly, truly wealthy. When we attached to external validation, like success equals money, we are never going to feel wealthy. And I've seen it. I've seen people with all the money in the world because I've been a wealth manager, I've been a trader, I've managed hedge fund managers, I've seen it all. And let me tell you, I've seen some of the most miserable people on the planet that are not wealthy. Wealth is not outside of you. Wealth is all about what is inside. It's conditioning you from moving from burnout, stress, numbness, because you just don't feel connected to self, to yourself from feeling that it is outside of you. It is that misalignment, and misalignment drains you faster than any bad investment. You are going to learn to be an investor in the star code. You are going to learn to be an investor in all your assets, from time, energy, and money, and you. Okay, we're not going to leave any part of these assets that we are gifted. And when you invest in all of the parts of you that you have access to, all of these energies, all of these currencies, right? You raise your vibration, and your wealth is your vibe, it's your frequency, it's you at your very core. And when you vibe, when you are at your optimal peak in terms of vibration, you become magnetic, and everything that was meant for you comes in, including more time, more energy, more of all the things that you want to have, including impact. And you also find inner peace, purpose, joy, happiness, love in abundance. It's magical. Okay. So, first and foremost, we want to create that fulfillment on the journey and realize that the only gift that we have is the present moment, presence. Time is not in the future, it is right now. But the biggest part that we need to overcome is how we are conditioned to live, because we are conditioned to live in fear. We're conditioned to work through our mind. Our mind is a beautiful thing, but fundamentally, we need to recondition our mind to being wealth activated. Your mind is primal. It is conditioned to look for fear. It is 1,000 times faster. Yes, it can look for threats, but it is not here to make you thrive. Fundamentally, it is a fear-based system. That is why your primal instinct is 1,000 times faster at looking for threats. Yes, it looks for threats and rewards, but primarily threats. And it looks for those threats. It's hyper vigilantly looking for the things that could trip you up because it wants to keep you safe. It doesn't want you to die. It has a fear of death, fundamentally, right? And it doesn't know whether a threat is literally not death. It doesn't know that it's just an email or the tax man or, things like, if I take this action and call this client, that I'm not going to die. Literally, the brain is primal and it's designed to keep you safe and protect you from ultimate death. Sounds really, really far-fetched, but that's the truth of it. And how your fear-based system works, how the fear cycle works, is that over time you form beliefs from a really, really young age. And they are deep within your subconscious mind. And what those thoughts do, those beliefs, is your brain observes, it hears things, maybe it hears things. It could even hear another thought you don't even realize you're having. It could hear something out loud. It could hear somebody else is speaking. It could see something. And then it goes, what do I believe? Is this a threat or a reward? It's looking for the threat. And then it triggers that emotional response. Those emotions. If the threat is responded, it's fight, flight, and freeze. Cortisol, adrenaline. And it prepares you for those actions. Those actions are fight, flight, and freeze. Okay. And over time, if you believe I have to earn more money to be wealthy, money isn't safe. If I stop, everything's going to fall apart, right? All of these beliefs that you may have built over time from a really young age. If you believe that it deep within your subconscious and you are triggered just by receiving an email, or just at the very prospect of making a phone call, taking strategic action that you know is in alignment with your financial plan or your business plan or your life plan, right? You will run from it. You will run as fast as you can from the thing that you love. If it is not within your comfort zone, even your comfortable zone that is making you deeply, deeply unhappy or keeping you in a path of unfulfillment, it will run or it will fight, become aggressive, which just fuels the fear, or you freeze. And this is the actions that then leads to those habits, the habits of what you do. And therefore, we avoid the things. We become avoidant of the things that are going to build our wealth over time. So the fear-based cycle is powerful. The power of the mind is powerful. And this leads to shame, guilt, and ultimate burnout. Okay? It is not your fault. This is what I'm saying. It's not your fault. It is how we are conditioned to work. And this is why surface level strategy doesn't work. You have to create a new way of being that is deep within your wealth strategy, a sustainable wealth strategy, one that breaks the cycle and one that is fully aligned with who you came here to be, that is soul aligned, that will replace fear-based systems, your fear-based beliefs over time, so that your habits and emotions result in a shift, so that you automatically align, but you have 100% raised your consciousness because it is all about becoming conscious. Research shows that we are 95% unconscious beings. We want to raise our consciousness to being 100% conscious so that when we are in that unconscious state, we are not in fear. We are in a state of love, baby. This is so cheesy, but it is so true. It is scientific, it is not woo-woo, and it is real. This is what all of the people that are at the top that are thriving know about. They just don't want the rest of us to know. So, how do you create that wealth activation? How do you move from believing wealth isn't money and you can therefore shape your time, energy, and money to define your real wealth? You need to fully activate your mind, body, and soul alignment. And this is exactly what the STAR code does throughout the 8-step framework on a continuous, persistent basis to form new beliefs, habits, and create the emotions that are going to support you of experiencing dopamine and oxytocin and all of that beautiful, wonderful life. We want to be in a life of happy hormones, not in a state of fight, flight, and freeze and stress, because stress leads to ill health. Okay, disease. Okay. So when we work through this, we are working with the mind. We are reprogramming your mind for wealth. It's all about mental wealth, not just mental health. This goes beyond just mental health. This is mental wealth. Mindset coaching isn't enough. This embodies all of it. And your strategy is then built around your nervous system, your beliefs, and your soul at your very core. And it gives you clarity through building cash flows, purpose, and a plan. Because that helps the mind trust what you're doing and get on board. So we build all of that in. It's about aligning with your body. Your body is your biggest wealth asset, it's your avatar, right? You need to have energy. Energy is currency. You need your energy. Your nervous system is your vault of that energy. So, when you're training yourself, when you're training your body, your mind, you're training your body. You need to train your mind and your body to work together in that beautiful harmony so that your results don't suffer. And this is why we need to build this into your wealth strategy and your wealth building templates, okay? You can't just have a personal trainer. You need a wealth trainer as well. And then the soul. The soul is the hidden asset. Your soul is just your purpose. It's you at your very core, and purpose is the real currency. When you get, this is the beautiful thing, when you get in line with your mind and your body, and your mind calms down and your body relaxes, soul just is, it's your presence. It becomes really clear. And we all know that purpose without the money without the purpose leads to burnout. Okay. All of the things leads to emptiness, and the star code is the magic that will bring it all together into alignment, working with the mind, body, soul connection. Ikigai. So ikigai is the Japanese concept, the Japanese word of living a life of joy and purpose. They know how to live, baby. Okay. This is a beautiful um, teaching that I was introduced to by my own coach, Steve Conley, as part of my education over the last few years. And Ikigai is fully embedded within the star code. And this is when the magic happens. It's weaved throughout the 8 steps. You'll see glimmers of it throughout when we work with it. And what it does is it brings an intersection of what you love, what you're good at, genuinely. Sometimes we do things and we think we're good at it, but we're not really good at it. We just practice something that's somebody else's thing, becomes a profession. Ikigai says, what are you really good at? What do you love? What does the world need, genuinely need, that's going to create impact, that's going to help be of service to the world and fix one of its problems? You don't have to fix all the problems, just one that you came here to fix, maybe, or create, or produce, or just offer, right? I offer massage because I believe we need to fix our bodies at a deep cellular level. And what will you get paid for? Okay. Being paid for something is just energy exchange. When you align this with your ikigai, you align your strategy, your life strategy, your financial and your business strategy with Ikigai. You create ventures that are shown by firms of endearment to outperform peers, to create bottom lines that are going to outperform and that are actually going to be sustainable for the longer term. So that's going to energize not just the what planet, but you, because you're going to be on purpose. You can save the world, right? And the star code helps you to build that exact blueprint. And one of the things that sits firmly behind all of the things that we do is the star wealth building pyramid. This is fundamental for you building wealth sustainably over time. One of the things that I've seen is that people live in scarcity, fear-based systems. So what they do is they funnel all of their money into feeling financially secure. Financial security is at the base. We need to have proper foundations so that we can feel safe and secure. Things like emergency funds, things like having a house, things like having recurring revenue or an income from a business or from a career, right? We build financial security so that we feel secure. But what we can do is we don't live in what is at the heart of your wealth building pyramid is in freedom. Freedom is the present moment. It's presence. It's when you master your time, energy, and money to be fully present in the now. You're living a life that you love today, not tomorrow. Okay? In the today, in the now moment. And what often people do is they oversave. They fully focus on being secure because once I'm secure, then I'll live. And then what happens is they never know how to live. And then one day when they have built up a security fund, they just are so stuck in hoarding money in bank accounts that they don't know how to spend, right? They don't know how to spend their money because spending is just an investment in the now. When you spend money at a coffee shop, you're investing in your need for coffee or want and desire for coffee. Okay, when you spend on your mortgage in the now moment, you're spending your money so that you own an asset that gives you a home in the now moment. Okay, a roof over your head today that you can enjoy today. Okay, see how you spend your money on what you value. And this is why the star code is really, really important because it gets you to look at what you value. What is financial freedom for you that's going to light you up every moment of every day? Okay. And when you live purely for security and you don't invest in freedom, when you have security, you don't know how to spend. And I've seen it. I've seen it where we were unable to be fully in the present moment. Or some people are great spenders. They're spontaneous. So therefore they don't have any security. And therefore they don't know when or if they can slow down and stop. So they're great at spending money, but they're still not present because they're panicked. Because if they stop, they won't have any security and they definitely don't have any future independence, right? Or people are fully invested for the future. They're risk takers, they're investors. So they put money into their pensions, their ISAs, their business, right? They're building up this legacy for independence so that they no longer need to work, but they still don't know how to be present in this present moment because they don't feel free from all the investments that they're putting aside. And again, I have seen that where people get to retirement with £1 million in the bank. They've got their investment funds. They've got maybe they've had an inheritance. They've got all the money, but they do not know how to live. Because what you're doing with the star code is one thing. You're learning how to live as you build security, as you build freedom. Because you might have freedom today, but it might expand, and how you build independence. And the beauty of the star wealth building pyramid is we embody that along the journey. So you're constantly putting some of your time, energy, and money into saving for security, spending for freedom, and investing for your future independence every step of the way. And you use my tools to create that. So this pyramid is 100% the backbone of the work that I do within Star Wealth Strategic Planners with my one-to-one clients and within the Star Wealth Training Academy. I just want to talk to you now a little bit about Aidan. This is a real world transformation, okay? Aidan, who came to me, Aidan's not his real name. Confidentiality is absolutely one of the most important things that I adhere to when anyone works with me. People share their whole backstory and aspirations. But I want to share with you what the star code did for Aidan, because Aidan was one of the first clients that I did the star code with many years ago. Okay, not many years ago, back in 2022, actually. He came to me because he was earning £4 grand a month as an incredible SEO manager, but fundamentally, he was not living, he was not thriving. Okay. He was trading his time for money. And by the way, even though he built this brilliant SEO kind of business where he was a sole trader, if he stopped, he didn't earn. He had no savings, he had no assets outside of his trading of his time and his money. And he built up a beautiful reputation. And he came to me because he wanted to make more use of his money. He wanted a financial plan. And boy, did he get way more than he bargained for. He joined me and we worked through the Star Code, and he built a scalable agency where he now has a business partner, and they bring in not 4K a month, they bring in 30K months. They're actually on to 50K months, working less, creating more peace. They're working on the business, not constantly in it, and they have 30K to 50K months on a consistent, persistent basis. Not only has he built this business over the last few years, but he found the space to also buy his first home. Right? He's bought his first home. He's looking at a home abroad. He's looking at a transition, an exit strategy, not just from his business. He's got a business and exit strategy, but also from the UK. He wants to go abroad. This all came up by diving deep through the Star Code because he created life-changing goals. And then he's built up an investment portfolio where he's dripping money into his ISAs, his pensions, alternative assets, gold, things that he would never have dreamed of investing into had he not been working with me. Okay. That is sovereign wealth. And by the way, he does it all himself. He does it all himself. Some of my clients work with me and they go on to and they have IFAs, independent financial advisors or wealth managers, right? And they still work with me. And then when they go to their IFAs, they go enriched with even more knowledge of what they need specialist advice on. So many of my clients go on to have incredible reviews with their IFAs. So I'm not here to say you have to do it all yourself because when you build wealth, actually, you often want an investment manager to do it for you or a financial advisor to give you that incredible advice on where to put your money. Okay. The STAR code is about creating a transformation journey that empowers you to do it for yourself, to do as much for yourself as you want. And then I always partner people with the best IFAs, investment managers in the market. I've got some incredible contacts. And when people come into my world, I'm learning more and more about those people in the world that are game-changing investment managers, financial advisors. Okay. I love connecting people with the people that they need to be speaking with because that's wealth sovereignty in a nutshell. And what's possible for you is boundless and limitless, and it's bespoke to you. This is what's beautiful. I could give you so many different real world transformation stories because every single person is unique. There are no square pegs in round holes. So I hope you took the quiz. Anyone who enrolls takes the quiz. If you haven't, there's a QR code. Take the quiz, okay? What the quiz does, it takes 2 minutes, right? Is it's going to tell you how rich or wealthy you truly are. And it's going to give you an energetic shift straight away because it's going to give you an output, a PDF, straight to your phone, actually. It's going to tell you how you are wealthy across these beautiful areas. Because if I was to cut you down the middle, I wouldn't see money. I would see your well-being. Are you thriving mentally and emotionally or in constant fight, flight, and freeze? What is your inner your well-being in this present moment looking like? The old English word weller means wealth. So your well-being is one of the really important segments, and it will tell you how your well-being is rated. What about your energy? Is your nervous system regulated or are you leaking energy? Are you running on fumes? What about your abundance? Are you in an abundant state? Do you have gratitude? Are you receiving, growing, and managing all of your assets? How do you feel abundantly in this present moment? What is your lifestyle like? Because your lifestyle should be aligned with you. You should be living a life that you love today, no matter what you have in terms of external validation. Remember, non-attachment is the key to being wealthy. Doesn't mean we become detached. Detached is not non-attachment. When we're attached to external validation, we're not wealthy. When we don't have attachment, it doesn't mean that we are detached from the world. Very, very different things. And we make the use of time presence. We feel spacious, we feel free. We're living a life. We're not reactive, we're not overwhelmed, we're at peace. And it's amazing what you get done when you're in that state because you love what you're doing as well. You're not doing things you hate. You're coming from a place of love and you have health because when you are physically well supported, you're not putting your body the last. You are putting your body, this avatar at the heart of everything. And this is the crux of it. So when you do the quiz, here's the quiz. When you do the quiz, right, you will get a 5-part video series as well to take you through how you can drive this deeper. And also, it's going to help you to take one action. One action. How can I be 1% or one step more wealthy in my well-being or in my energy? Because you can't fix everything, but there's a ripple effect. Maybe it's a lifestyle shift. Maybe you need to be better with your time. Choose one change or one action that you can do that's going to ripple out across your wealth. And try focus this on you. That's going to feel selfish and uncomfortable. You want to create a new way of being that's going to create a new habit that prioritizes you. And when you prioritize you, it ripples into all aspects of wealth, strategy, business, everything. So that is what is at the heart, and that is the kind of the theory, if you like, that sits behind the star code. But the star code is an activation process, and it's going to give you all the tools, all the workbooks, all the videos to take you step by step to building a life, financial, and business strategy, and ultimately a wealth blueprint that is going to set your life on fire. Sometimes your current life has to burn in order for the phoenix to rise. Let me tell you, this is not for the faint of hearted, but also it's not a one-off journey. It is working with the power of eight to continuously and persistently create and expand as we move through life. So, step one always starts with your activation, self activation, soul activation, whatever you want to call it. Maybe I'm gonna change this to self. Anyone that knows me will know that my maiden name is Falconer and I'm the elf. And I put the elf into self. I'm such a geek, right? And what step one is all about is really helping you to uncover your values. Your values, unlike beliefs, beliefs are put on us, they're thoughts that go into your mind and they're put on us by society or by ourselves. We get to choose what we believe, right? But your values is just you at your very core. You can't change your values. One of the things that I value is freedom. One of the things that I value is I value connection. I value love. Oh my God. I value real life interaction. Okay. I value money. Actually, I value it. When money comes into my bank account, I celebrate every pound, penny, cent, every part of it. Okay. And you need to know what you value. Your values are so important. And we go deep on this in step one. We uncover your values. We have an incredible workbook that is going to really lift the lid and help you to see where you are misaligned and where you need to shift into alignment. And then once you have that activation, your fire is going to be lit. Okay. And you dive deep into step two to look at your purpose. Reconnect with your why. Who do you want to be? Starting with the beingness. We always jump to what we want to have. I want to have a house. I want to have money. I want to have. I want. What's it like to want? That was a really awful saying that I was brought up with. So therefore, I didn't want to want. I was scared to want, but I was coming from it from the wrong perspective. I was looking at, okay, I want to have this career. I want to have this qualification, and then I will feel validated and worthy to be wealthy. One day, one day, one day. Stop. What do you want to be? Who did you come here to be? And then when you know who you want to be, you need to fully embody the beingness of that as it's already here. And then you start to drive what you need to do in order to create what you want to have. And it's a ripple effect. And trust me, the money will flow, the house, everything will flow into your beingness at every stage of your life. And when you do that, you're going to create a life strategy of life-changing goals. Baby Rose has just joined me. Hello, Baby Rose. This is why it's live. You want to sit on my knee and do this? You got to be quiet though, because I'm recording this live. Okay, here we go. Step three, then, is all about time mastery. You are going to rewire your calendar and reclaim your focus and your roadmap. Okay? You're going to take yourself on a journey. We're not going to remove any life-changing goals any life-changing goals because you have come across a bump, a limiting belief. Okay, sorry, I've taken baby Rose inside. Bless baby Rose. So time mastery is all about your roadmap system, okay? It's all about creating a roadmap that is going to show you what all of your obstacles are so that you can create a plan that is going to take you step by step by step through all of your goals. And you'll do this for every single life-changing goal in your life strategy. And you'll have a workbook that helps you to move through coming into the present moment and mastering your time being that gift. Step four, then, once you have that roadmap in your added to your life strategy and you know yourself and you've been activated, then we go into time presence, where you're going to map out your definition of financial freedom. You're going to know and uncover your financial freedom number, right? What does your best life look like? You're going to go so deep on it and you're going to create a financial strategy with those life-changing goals at the center, heart, and stage. And you're going to know exactly what you need to create in terms of money to live your best life. And this is going to be the basis of your financial strategy. We're not going to plan your best life based on what you already have. We're going to plan your best life based on what you want to be, do, and have in order to live a life that you love. So by stage step number 4, you're going to have your life strategy, a roadmap that goes with it. You're going to have a financial strategy. And then we're going to step into the abundance in the now. Step 5, where we're going to build a cash flow, a strategy to spend, save, and invest the money that you're already making, your money, time, and energy in the now through your bespoke Star Wealth building strategy template. You're going to give every pound a purpose and feel that abundance in the present moment. And you're going to start living in financial freedom whilst building financial security and investing into financial independence, right? The wealth building pyramid is fully embedded within all of this, as you can see. And then you step into step 6. You start to do the work on creation, abundance in the creation. What you're going to do here is now that you're giving all of your pounds and pennies, all your time, energy, and money intention, and you have a financial plan and a life strategy, and you know where your money, time, and energy is going, you're then going to have the headspace to start creating. Because often we can't create until we know where we are. And this is why it's step 6. And this is when Ikigai comes into its most amazing abundance. You're going to create a business strategy, an 8-step Ikigai business development plan, a business strategy that's going to create what it is that you want to shift into. You know, if you have a gap in your financial freedom, we're going to step fully into creation. And once you've got that business strategy, you're then going to take that business strategy and turn it into real returns. Because now we're going to optimize wealth in step 7. I'm going to show you how to wealth map to make the most of every pound that you are now creating. And then step 8 is all about reality in real independence. Because by this stage, we're going to bring it all together into your Star Wealth blueprint. And at this stage, you're going to be primed and ready to start taking strategic goal setting action for future security, freedom, and independence. And this is why it's a beautiful 8-step framework, because you're always expanding. You're always going to be going back to soul activation to check in and make sure that you're still on purpose, that you're still mastering your time, that you're still being time present, that you're still making the most of the abundance now. What else do you want to create? How else can you turn the creations into real returns, into reality? to create real independence. So that's the star code. I want to now welcome you into the Star Wealth Training Academy. The Star Wealth Training Academy is how I teach the Star Code. It is a lifetime access training academy that gives you 8 video modules, 8 digital workbooks, so many other tools as well within there. But fundamentally, that is the crux of the Star Training Academy. When you enroll into the Star Training Academy, yes, there is online videos and workbooks, but there are weekly live group coaching calls with me every week where you can bring your Q&A on the Training Academy. You have templates, trackers, a star blueprint, all of the tools that you need to be your own Star Wealth strategic planner for yourself. Plus, and this is why the Star Wealth Building Pyramid is beyond the Star Wealth Training Academy. You get 12 months complimentary access to my mastermind, the Star Collective, where you set weekly 7-day intentions with other people that are on the journey with you in the Training Academy that are building impact, building a life, and building wealth. Because you are the people that you are surrounded by. And you also get 12 months complimentary access to the Star Portal, which is my investment portal, an investment circle. There is a monthly investment circle where we get together every month to look at our investments, to look at how our investments are performing, to look at how we track our investments, to look at where we should be investing from gold, crypto, Bitcoin, stocks and shares, exchange traded funds, you name it, we do it because this is all about investing in a community and you get 12 months access to that so that you can really embody the freedom, the security, and the independence alongside building your star code and your wealth blueprint. So, I want to welcome you in. Now, this is where it gets super, super exciting. If you join by this Sunday, the 1st of June, you're going to get 6 steps to invest, which is my published DIY investing course, right? So do not wait. If you're watching this on replay, get in touch, okay? Do not wait. 6 steps to invest was the iconic investment course that I published through Iconic Wealth for Women and went on stage famously at the iconic Westminster Chapel in London to talk about where I went on barefoot to Calvin Harris. It became infamous for me. And that 6 Step to Invest investment course, along with its own workbooks, is gifted to you free when you join by the 1st of June, however you join. And this is a CPT approved program. So you get, I think, something like 1,444 tokens when you complete the 8 step framework. And when you do it, you can become a certified Star Wealth Strategic Planner. So whether you're a personal trainer, a wellness coach, a mentor, this is your path to have further impact and make even more income because you can do this alongside your wealth coaching, accredited to use all my tools without my permission. All you have to do is complete the 8 workbooks, the 8 modules, and join at least 8 live calls. And I will sign you off as a CPD accredited Star Wealth Strategic Planner. The cost of the program is a steal. It's £444 when you pay in full. If you want to work with me for 12 months in this way, live, £444. And if you pay in full by Sunday, you're going to also get a one-to-one cash flow forecasting planning session with me, done in my snazzy cash flow forecasting tool, okay, to map out your strategy. And you can take that anytime in the next 12 months. I don't care. You also get 3 monthly installment payment plan options or 12 monthly installment payment plan. So £37 a month for 12 months. And you get all of this. It is a gift to you. Or you might want to work with me one-to-one as your non-executive wealth director. Now, this is by application only. That is how Aidan did it. You get all of the things that we've just talked about. So you get to work with me for 12 months in the Star Collective, in the Star Portal, 12 months of training academy, all the things we talked about, plus for £2,222, you get me as the non-executive wealth director, 8 private one-to-one sessions with me, or a full immersion day with me, where you get to spend a day with me in either North Devon or I can come to you plus expenses, and then 4 follow-up calls. So you choose either 8 online sessions or 4 online sessions plus a day with me. You get your own guest masterclass inside the Star Portal to be a guest expert. So the spotlight is shone on you through the Star Portal. Super, super leverage to get exposure. And you get a featured interview on my YouTube channel, The Wealth Rebel Show. So you get to have all eyes on you. So this is only open for 2 people this month to be working with me one-to-one as the non-executive wealth director. So this is my private session, plus you get all of this, all of it included in this price. It's a steal, it's a gift. It's a gift from me to you. So that's me. I'm Emma. I am the Wealth Rebel. I'm an award-winning wealth empowerment coach and therapist, founder of Star Wealth Strategic Planners Limited. Here is your CPD accreditation, as promised, for coming all the way to the end. And just remember one thing, wealth isn't just about money. It's about freedom, fulfillment, and living a life on your terms. If you have any questions, email me at emma@starwealthstrategicplanners.com. Find me at The Wealth Rebel Show on YouTube or at The Wealth Rebel on Instagram. And it is time to step into your true wealth frequency. Thank you for being here today. And I'm going to now open for Q&A. Namaste.